There are nights when silence carries the weight of 1,000 unspoken words, when two souls stand side by side, yet feel galaxies apart. Under the dim glow of a lonely street lamp, her tears glistened like broken stars. His voice trembled with regret. And in that fragile moment, she walked away. Welcome to Unseen Romance, where untold stories of love and heartbreak come alive. Subscribe, like, and share your thoughts below, because every whisper of love deserves to be heard. Daniel was not the kind of man who spoke much. His world was quiet, his love even quieter. Yet when he met Elena, silence finally felt beautiful. She was light where he was shadow. With her laughter, she filled his empty corners. With her gentle touch, she taught him that love wasn't always spoken. It could live in the pauses, in the stolen glances, in the moments where no words were needed. Together, they built a world out of whispers. Evening walks where the city melted away. Late-night conversations that drifted between words and silence. Letters that carried more emotion than entire speeches. For a while, it was enough. For a while, silence was love. But silence is a delicate thing. Too much of it, and even love begins to suffocate. Time, as always, began to test them. A mist, call here. A forgotten promise there, tiny shadows creeping into their bond. Elena began to feel invisible, like her heart was speaking a language Daniel refused to hear. And Daniel, he loved her, more than he knew how to say. But his silence, once comforting, began to feel like distance. His fear of losing her made him hold back his words as if saving them could somehow keep her closer. But silence has edges. And with every unsaid, "I love you," Elena's heart cut deeper. One evening, it all broke. They sat together, but miles apart. Elena's eyes begged for warmth. Daniel's lips stayed sealed. The silence grew unbearable until it snapped. Elena whispered, her voice trembling, "Do I even matter to you anymore?" Daniel looked at her, but pride, fear, and his own broken way of loving kept him quiet. That silence, it screamed louder than any answer. And so, with tears staining her cheeks, Elena stood under the pale street lamp. She looked at him one last time and said, "I can't stay where love feels absent." Then she walked away. Daniel didn't move. He didn't call her name. His silence held him prisoner. But as her footsteps faded, so did his strength. Regret crashed over him like a tidal wave. He wanted to run after her, to beg, to hold, to confess that every beat of his heart was hers. But it was too late. Nights turned into weeks and weeks into months. Daniel replayed that moment endlessly. The way her voice cracked, the way her shoulders shook, the way love slipped through his silence. And in the hollow of his chest, regret carved its throne. Elena never returned, but her absence taught Daniel what silence had stolen. Love is not preserved in unspoken feelings. It is nourished by words, by courage. His regret remained, yet so did the memory of their whispers, forever etched, forever unforgotten. Thank you for joining me in this story of love and regret on Unseen Romance. If this touched your heart, subscribe and stay with us.